So, hey, let's talk about some of the costs and the expenses that you're going to need as a home buyer in 2025. One of those that you have to account for is your real estate agent's compensation. Now, every agent does things differently. Some will have a flat fee, others will have a percentage, and that percentage is usually based off of the purchase price of the house. Other things on top of your down payment are your closing costs. And depending on the state where you live, closing costs can be anywhere between 2 to 4% of the sales price of the house. Then an additional charge or charges, which are closing costs but kind of not, are what's known as setting up the escrow account for your taxes and your insurance. Almost all the time, having your taxes and insurance included in the mortgage will result in a lower interest rate, even if you have a significant down payment. And there are strategies that you can do to remove escrow should you have a large down payment. Escrow typically will have the first years of your homeowners and or flood insurance paid up front. And then, depending on when your first payment is, anywhere from 2 to 4 months of the homeowner's insurance will get set aside in that escrow account. And then for your property taxes, depending on how those are paid, anywhere between 3 to 5 months worth of property taxes are collected. And if there's any property taxes that are due within the next 60 days of closing, if those taxes become your responsibility the day you become the owner, those are on you. So now if you have a home that is, say, around $500,000, do the math, account for your real estate professional, account for those closing costs, and account for the escrow costs. Now, in certain markets, we are seeing sellers be more amenable to paying those things. What's really important is that you strategize with your real estate agent along with your lender on what you're going to ask be covered. And that is because with certain loan programs, let's take FHA for instance, with an FHA mortgage, up to 6% of the sales price can get covered in a closing cost credit. With a conventional mortgage, that can be different. And that is based on your down payment. So if you're putting a 3% down payment, your maximum concession that a seller can cover for you is 3% of the sales price. Now, if you're putting down 10% or a little bit more, then that's 6% of the sales price. And if you go higher, where you're putting, say, a 25 or 30% down payment, a seller can cover up to 9% of your closing costs. So these are things to be aware of, especially as ways that you can reduce those costs. Other things that you can do as a consumer is take the interest rate and increase it a little bit to help pay for those costs. So let's say that you find the perfect house. You attempted to negotiate to have those costs covered, and not everything can be covered, and you really, really want the house. Well, talk to your lender and see what the difference could be if you tweak up the interest rate a little bit, where the lender's going to have a little more profit. And what they can do is they can give you what's known as a lender credit to help offset those costs. Now, if you know someone that's thinking about home buying or getting started, please share this video. If you found me on YouTube, would love a subscribe and a comment. As always, thanks for watching.